Senate bill that would provide incentives for American semiconductor manufacturing and allow domestic companies to compete with China is being stalled over what Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell has called party line scheming from the Democrats, who are trying to use the bill to move a reconciliation measure over their agenda. Joining us now to explain what the holdup is all about, Florida Senator Rick Scott. Senator, always good to see you. You know, you've been a leading voice on taking on China. The Senate has been at this impasse now over what they call the U.S. Innovation and Competition Act, a bill that would have incentives for domestic semiconductor manufacturing that would make us more competitive with China. So everything that has a chip in it, from, you know, TVs to cars, you name it. The bill is stalled over this Democrats' decision to put budget reconciliation and expand spending. They want to tie them together. So what's the Republican solution to kind of move it forward, and are we truly at an impasse?
Well, Sean, I just got back from Korea, Japan, and Taiwan last week, and I met with business leaders, and one of the things we talked about was the semiconductor industry and the importance of making sure we're independent from Communist China. You know, Communist China steals our technology. We know they're not our partner. We've watched what happened with Russia invading Ukraine, so we've got to build up American production. Here's my problem with this bill. The problem with this bill is it has nothing to do with China. I mean, it's just we're going to say we're going to spend money with no obligation to build anything in the United States. It's a total of actually $250 billion of spending. It has a whole bunch of Green New Deal in this thing right now. And so I want to do exactly what you talked about. I want to say, how do we get more semiconductor production in the United States of America? This bill has not even close to doing anything like that. It's just wasteful government spending.
So then what is the answer? Because it seems like Republicans bought into this.
Well, I think before it got even changed, there were some Republicans that voted for it, but I think it was something like 19 or 15 or something like that. Republicans out of 50 voted for it. But a lot of us are saying to ourselves, one, we got to make sure we see this inflation. We got to do exactly what you said. Let's do something that's going to make sure we get production in this country so we can compete against Communist China and be in a position that we have American-made products. This bill just doesn't do it. So what I want to do is let's have real accountability. I did economic development projects, one as a business person, two as governor of Florida. So let's incentivize people to actually do it. If an American company wants to put money in the game, in a state, actually commit to produce something, let's do something with them. But what this is just give money to companies with no obligation to do anything. Hopefully, maybe they'll do more. Who knows? They'll do something, but no obligation. What you got to do is you got to really be tight. You got to make sure none of this money is going to go to Communist China. Some of these companies are doing business in Communist China. So what's the issue? We give them a little money here, and they take the other money and put it in Communist China. That is not helping us.
Senator, talking about accountability in China, with gas prices so high in the U.S., President Biden is reportedly selling our oil from the Strategic Oil Reserve to China. How does something like this happen?
Biden's incompetent. I mean, this is a guy who has no idea what he's doing. He's controlled by the radical left, and they have no idea what they're doing. I mean, they take reserves out of the strategic reserve and sell them to Communist China. I mean, I thought this was supposed to drive our gas prices down. You know, if he actually cared about the gas prices in this country, which he should, they've doubled since he's been president. What you would do is you would say, how do you get more production in this country? The way you do that, you don't attack oil and gas companies every day. You don't make it difficult for them to get permits. You don't make it difficult for them to get loans. And that's exactly what the Biden administration is doing. Biden has said this is incredible transition. He wants high gas prices so he can do more electricity. But guess what? Where's this electricity made? A lot of it's made with fossil fuel. This is the craziest idea ever. And then what's the cost of even making these electric cars? Why doesn't somebody look at the overall picture here and say, let's become energy independent, drive down the cost of oil and gas in our country, which will drive down the cost of food, clothes, housing, all these things. But the Biden administration is, they're incompetent. They have no idea what they're doing. Why would you want to be independent? You want to be independent. Every family wants to be independent. Why shouldn't our country want to be independent?
Good. Hey, I want to switch gears. The other hat that you wear is as chairman of the National Republican Senatorial Committee. And in that job, your job is to win back the majority for Republicans, right? And so there's a bunch of different seats in a state like Pennsylvania is a seat where it's held by a Republican, Pat Toomey. He's retiring. We need to hold a seat like that. And a seat like in Georgia, it's held by a Democrat, Raphael Warnock. We've got Herschel Walker taking him on. We would need to pick up a seat like that in order to get in the majority. I mean, obviously, there's a couple different scenarios that are at play. Right now, the current polls have Dr. Oz down a few points there, and Herschel Walker trailing Warnock a few points. Are you concerned at all about the math to get you in the majority?
No. Here's the negative and the positive. We've got 21 seats we have to, retain. They only have 14. So we've got to win in Wisconsin. Ron Johnson's going to have a tough race. He'll win. Mehmet Oz has got to win. He's a great candidate. And remember, Mehmet just got out of a hard primary. His opponent didn't have that sort of a primary. But his opponent is a radical left, Bernie Sanders. That's not where Pennsylvania is. You look at Herschel Walker, went through a primary. His opponent has had no primary. So we're going to win in Georgia. It's a Republican state. 450,000 more Republicans voted in Georgia than Democrats in the primary down there. In Pennsylvania, 76,000 more Republicans voted. So we're going to retain our 50. And here's what's going to happen. We're going to win in Georgia. We're going to win in Arizona. We're going to win in Nevada. We're going to win in New Hampshire. And we have actually a good chance of winning in Colorado, in Washington. We've got great candidates that have got now the primaries there. And the Democrats are in trouble. They're all attached to Chuck Schumer and Joe Biden, and they would not get elected in these states. So I think we're going to have an unbelievable November. We just got to work hard, get out our vote, raise our money, and we're going to win.
Okay. All right. We'll definitely check back in with you, Senator Scott. Always good to see you. Thanks for everything you're doing.
Bye, Sean. Bye, Lindsay. Bye-bye.